Hey, it's Friday. Hey, it's Thursday. Are you ready to do this? Alright, let's have a little chat. So, today is the third Thursday of the month. What? It's also been super humid, and like every night, and it's like, oh, it's gonna rain. So, I didn't straighten my hair today. I thought, oh, I'll be ahead of the game. It could be super curly. No, it wants to be super frizzy. Speaking of science, that's what we're going to talk about. I really want to talk about like insomnia, and because first it was a big barrier for me. And I found that once I really tackled the insomnia, I got like I was able to get a better hold on things. So, we're going to talk about what I know. That's what we're going to talk about. I don't know much. So, I thought we would talk about sleep. One thing I want to note with all of this is that it's imperative you work with a therapist who specializes in sleep. It's so important. Because I was really testy during it. And so it was really helpful to have a therapist there walking me through it, talking it out with me on like the steps of the process and going through, what was coming up. It was really helpful to have somebody there. It was also helpful to have somebody there who did all the thinking for me through this process, because there was a good couple of weeks where, like 2 or 3 weeks maybe, probably 2, maybe 3, where I struggled with like thinking. It really was a problem. Really, the most important thing is to wake up every day at the same exact time. On the weekends, when things are a little bit more relaxed, you can wake up like maybe an hour later. But if you're in the process of working on sleep, it's important to wake up almost every single day at the same time. So, do that. First, you just sleep. Like, do your normal thing, keeping track. What time do you hit the pillow? What time do you think you fall asleep? And then, how many times do you think you wake up? And then, how long do you think you were awake in bed? And then, what time did you wake up? And what time did you get out of bed? And then, you might want to keep track of, like, maybe, there might be other things like you and your therapist talk about. Like my therapist and I kept track of nightmares that I had. That was really helpful. It was a good indicator. It was really cool to see the number of nightmares come down and kind of start to find out, like, oh, I can have anywhere from 1 to 3 nightmares in a night and it still be a fairly good night of sleep. So that was really nice to know. So you keep track of all that information. And then you look at how much, then you figure out in all that time, find out how much time you're spending in bed, how much time are you actually sleeping. So you look at that 7 days and you look and see, on average, how much time am I actually sleeping. So if you're actually sleeping 5.5 hours every night, that's all the time that you get in bed the next week. So you only get 5.5. That's all. So you have to pick like what time every day you have to wake up. So if you have like an early day, guess what? Every single day you'll be waking up to early day time. Yeah, no fun. And then you give yourself 5 hours until that time to sleep. You can do that for a week. And if it gets better, then you increase that amount of time by the amount of time that you get to be in bed to sleep by 15 minutes. And then you do it again the following week. 15 minutes, that's all you get. And while this is going on, you only get 20-minute naps. Yeah, it blows. Blows a lot. So it's really hard to do on your own. But it is so helpful. And like immensely helpful. Now the goal is to shorten the amount of time, like distance between like how much time are you spending in bed and how much time you're sleeping. There's a lot of things to go through. A sleep therapist can really be helpful to help like walk you through like good sleep hygiene, talk you through some of the thoughts that are coming up, because like for me, I was like, no, I actually don't deserve this much sleep, and no, I don't want this much sleep. Like, I want to do it my way, even though it wasn't working, but I felt comfortable with it. And your brain is weird, and sleep is a huge part of it. Once I started sleeping better, though, things started to feel more balanced. It was helpful. I will see you all on Sunday for Sunday updates, where we talk about what's going on in my life. You all have a great day.